The Amazing Adventures of Flash Gordon. Grove's Emulsified Nose Drops bring to your radios the new interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. It is the same daring and resourceful Flash Gordon whose spectacular exploits have held you spellbound in the newspapers. And now through your loudspeakers every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at this same time, travel with Flash Gordon, Dale Arden, and Dr. Zarkov to the lost continent of Atlantis on the ocean's floor. Flash Gordon and Grego have recaptured Barlow, former emperor of Atlantis. But just as they are about to escape from the empire of Nilanda, queen of the crocodiles, Raoul Dufarge, enemy of Dr. Zarkov, breaks loose from the cabin where he has been held prisoner and confronts Flash and his friends with a leveled automatic. Can Flash evolve a plan to avoid being returned to Nilanda, who will surely put them all to death? Can he outwit Dufarge, who seeks to rob them of the secret of Atlantis? In a moment, we will have the answers to these questions. Flash Gordon wants to ask you boys and girls something. He wants to know how many of you have spoken to Mother about Grove's Emulsified Nose Drops since this program began. He hopes that many of you have. In fact, he knows many of you have because of the letters received. In a few days, he's going to ask this question again, and he hopes that all of you will be able to answer yes. It's to your own interest to speak to Mother about Grove's Emulsified Nose Drops, because they are not only more pleasant, but more effective. They don't burn or sting, and they stay up in your nose so that they can do some good.
Mindless violence is a newspaper phrase. It's an excuse to vandalize a human frame. What a clever little gang can attack a single man and then run into the night before you see what you've done. Yes, you run into the night before you see what you've done. Mindless cowards, cut that's what you are. But you'll go far, you'll go so very far. Have you had your bit of fun? Now you've seen someone's blood run, and then you run into the night before you see what you've done. Yes, you run into the night before you see what you've done. And I say to you, what if the old man doesn't pull through? What if the geezer doesn't pull through? Now that the blame lies squarely on you, what if the old man doesn't pull through? Mindless violence, whoa, what does it prove? It proves you don't know the people who are shitting on you. See the bloodstains on his shirt, Picasso's completed another works. He's just another exhibit in a hospital bed. Just another exhibit in a hospital bed. And I say to you, what if the geezer doesn't pull through? What if the old man doesn't pull through? Now that the blame lies squarely on you, what if the old man doesn't pull through? Mindless violence, mindless violence, mindless violence, mindless violence, mindless violence. Who is to blame? Mindless violence.
And that's Mindless Violence. And I got a letter from Steve of the Newtown Neurotics to tell me that they're playing on Sunday, this coming Sunday, July the 11th, at the Greenham Common Women's Peace Camp. and some other things going on there as well. I've got a letter about him somewhere. I'll try and find that. And just before the programme started, I was sitting on the steps of the church across the road talking to Lenny Henry, whose programmes I don't doubt that you listen to, and he was saying that he'd recommended to Kid Jensen the work of the band Amazulu, and he'd suggested that Kid ought to get a session from them, and unfortunately we stepped in first and we've got a session from Amazulu, also one from Scritti Politti, but the first from Amazulu is Fussin and Fightin. Another winner. That's Amazulu and Fussin and Fighting. And obviously Lenny Henry knew what he was talking about.
Coming this Sunday for your delectation, your edification, and your elongation.
275 285 on WBRI. Alex, well, crucial, man, you know what I mean?
Listen, just get off, Wilkins. Yes, Lenny Henry here. This is just a quick reminder to make sure you listening on Sunday at 10 o'clock. It's the Sunday Hoot. We've got some great things lined up for you. Shall I tell them now? No? Well, all right then. Yeah, just tune in Sunday, 10 o'clock to the Sunday Hoot. And in the words of that great philosopher Jimmy Greaves, it's gonna be okay.
This is for my chums Lawrence and Una, who are getting married at the end of the month. Roscoe Robinson.
There was an old lady who lived on a plantation for 29 long years. She worked until her fingers began to turn blue. Early one morning, the boss sent his son to her house and he knocked on the door. He said, "Oh, lady, my father told me to tell you he can't use you no more. You got to move." I can imagine in my mind that morning, the old lady looked at the boy and said these words. Said, "Go tell your father I don't mind moving because I prepared to move a long time ago." And I could see her as she packed her clothes and put an old sack across her back, began to walk down the old dirt road. And she stopped and looked back, and this is the words I believe the old lady said. She said, "I'm like a ship that's been tossed and driven, battered by an angry sea." Said when the storm of life is raging and the fury fall on me, I wonder what I've done that make my race so hard to run. Then I said to my soul, "Take courage, oh, the Lord will make a way somehow." Say the Lord will make a way somehow. Oh, just beneath the cross I'll bow. There's a sweet relief in knowing, oh, the Lord will make a way. Oh, the Lord will make a way, children. God said he would make a way, children. He'll make a way out of no way. He'll feed you when you're hungry. He'll be water.
That's Roscoe Robinson. What a wonderful voice. And that's from the LP Stan's Soul Shop, which is on Charlie Records. The Lord Will Make a Way, the title. The first from Scritti, Politti, and of course there's a version of this on the recent NME cassette, Asylums in Jerusalem.
Let him go, 'cause he is rocking. He is sorry that he never changed. Let him go, 'cause he is sorry. He's been talking in the tongues again, and he will worry, yeah. But please
is that album? That's what I want to know. The Scritti Polittis, and that's Asylums in Jerusalem, and terrific stuff, I think. And they're our session guests on tonight's programme. Time for a little Scottish culture. This is from an LP called the Barclay Towers compilation on Supermusic Records. I'm going to play you 4 tracks now, hopefully without interruption.
Can't stop, baby. blood case of it and you say. So what one day you're in a band with number one hit all over the span. 10 years on you're a parasite, living off a name of a colour line. I would like to shoot you down. I would like to shoot you down. I would like to shoot you down, down, down. I would like to shoot you down. I would like to shoot you down. Get down. I would like to shoot you down. Get 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 down. Funk. Getting ready to go. Funk. Getting ready to roll. Funk. Getting ready to go. Leave my funk alone. Funk. Getting ready to go. Funk. Getting ready to roll. Funk. Getting ready to go. Leave my funk alone.
Four tracks from the Barclay Towers compilation LP on Supermusic, the first of them being the Rezillos, Can't Stand My Baby, then Another Pretty Face, All the Boys Love Carrie, Boots for Dancing and Ooh Bop Shabam, and finally APB from Aberdeen and Shoot You Down. What a fine single. In fact, 4 fine singles there. And I'll play you some more tracks from that on tomorrow night's programme as well, actually. And what was I going to say? Something. Oh, yes. Also, of course, while we're dealing with Scottish culture, there is a compilation LP of the best of the Skids, which I haven't got to play to you, although I wrote the sleeve notes. Rather vexing. I had to go into a record shop this afternoon to read them and see if they were as bad as I thought they were. They weren't, for once, actually. Not terrific, but not as bad as some have done. And speaking about records which I haven't got, the situation with reggae, with pre-releases and reggae records, it becomes more and more confusing and more frustrating, actually, as well, because as if you're a regular listener, you'll know that we've not had any for 2 or 3 weeks now, and the place where I used to get them, which is just around the corner from here, every time I phoned up, they used to say, oh, we haven't got anything new in at the moment, but there's a shipment coming in on Thursday. Always shipments coming in on Thursday. So eventually I phoned up somebody else to see if they, and they'd say, yeah, fine, yes, what you want. They took down a list of it and everything and said yes, and we've got this, would you like that? And so fine, yes, great, we'll have it for you at the beginning of the week. Well, today is Wednesday and still no sign of them, and I don't know what to do, to be perfectly honest with you. I throw myself on your mercy. I don't know where else to go for reggae records, and obviously out where I live in East Anglia there aren't many shops that specialise in them, more's the pity. Anyway, enough moaning for the time being, although I don't doubt I'll think of something else to moan about before the end of the programme. Just a hint in case anybody from CNT is listening.
I step it in a one love style, all the while. I natty in a one hot style, all the while. Senaya Dayah, Senaya Dayah, Senaya Dayah, Senaya Dayah, Senaya Dayah, Senaya Dayah, Senaya Dayah. I step it in a one love style, all the while. I natty in a one hot style, all the while. I step it in a one and I natty in a one hot style all the while. My sister Dayah, my sister Dayah, say Ayinde, say Ayinde, say Nyah Dayah, say Barclay Dayah, say Ayinde, say Nyah Dayah, say Nyah Dayah, say Barclay Dayah, Dayah, say Barclay Dayah, Dayah, say Barclay Dayah.
Nearly caught me, but not quite. That is brilliant, I think. Amazulu and Nyah Dayah, the title of it. And the lineup of the band, there's Rose Minor, lead vocals, Sharon Bailey on percussion, Leslie Beach, saxophone, Margot Sagon, it looks like, I hope that's right, on guitar, Claire Kenny on bass, and Debbie Evans on drums. I think that's a wonderful band. Lenny Henry was absolutely right. And this is from T-Rex, Life's a Gas.
I could have loved you good like a planet. I could have changed your heart to a star. But it really doesn't matter at all. No, it really doesn't matter at all. Life's a guide. I could have built a house on the ocean. I could have placed our love in the sky. But it really doesn't matter at all. No, it really doesn't matter at all. Life's a guide. I could have turned you into a priestess. I could have burned your fate in the sand. But it really doesn't matter at all. No, it really doesn't matter at all. Life's a guide. But it really doesn't matter at all. No, it really doesn't matter at all. Life's a guide. I hope it's gonna last. But it really doesn't matter at all. No, it really doesn't matter at all. Life's a guide.
T-Rex and Life's a Gas, and the reason for playing that, I mean, one of the reasons was because it was in a top 10 chosen for smash hits by Peter Murphy of Bauhaus. He had a different lot, actually, in flexi-disc, but I didn't play any of those because on the back page I had a photograph of Peter Powell posing on the back of a rather exotic-looking car. And I thought, well, I'm not going to get away with that sort of thing. And while we're on the subject of magazines, I'd like to thank whoever it was who sent me a copy of a fanzine called Deja Vu, issue number 2 from Armagh, with pieces on the Scars, Rudy and Thin Lizzy. There can't be a great many fanzines in Armagh, but Deja Vu exists, and I look forward to number 3. From Scritti Politti, this is A Slow Soul.
There is nothing I can tell you that you need. You want for nothing. There is no one I can show you any better. Each time our lifetime. You know too much, baby, than to think his gentle arms will make it better. Now it's gonna beat you, and you've seen too much to ever get to feeling ease. Oh, yeah. You can't get away, baby. Oh no, well, as easy as before. Please don't settle for less. You're the only thing I know I really need. You, I guess you're getting lonely, but I know your heart won't settle for a second. But you got more sickness. It gets so hard, it gets so very hard to do. But you got more sadness, oh yeah, much greater than before. And please, oh don't forget, oh no.
That's Scritti Politti and A Slow Soul, and I don't know if any of you heard Mailbag earlier on this evening, on which I was invited to express my ill-considered opinions on a number of subjects. Rather a frustrating programme, actually, only being an hour long, because one of the questions I was asked was something like what were my views on the sort of prison system and penal reform and so on. Of course, that's quite clearly like a series of Dimbleby lectures or Reith lectures or something like that, you know, and it's not the kind of thing which you can deal with in 10 seconds. So you start to expound the usual kind of woolly liberal nonsense, and after you've gone about 10 seconds, you have to move on to something else. Most frustrating. But one thing I did notice is they've got a wonderful staff, like dozens of people are involved in the putting together of this sort of like a 1 hour programme. Lots of attractive young people in pastel clothing and things. It makes me wonder why we haven't, well, this doesn't happen with this programme. Just Chris and myself and Brian. I mean, not that Chris and Brian aren't attractive and sometimes wear pastel clothing, but you get what I'm trying to say. This is something from Alhaji Siriku, actually, probably, I would guess, Barrister, and I played records by these people previously. Alhaji, incidentally, I was told by Sue Stewart, who probably knows more about, in fact does know more about these things than I do, is a title given to anybody who's been to Mecca, and this is a track from, obviously, an African import.
ọmọdé wọ̀nyí ẹ má ṣe bàjẹ́ ẹ̀nà lọ́hùn fẹ́ lọ́lọ́hùn níyàn ẹ jẹ́ ká bọ́lá bọ́lọ́lá. ẹ̀nà lọ́hùn fẹ́ lọ́lọ́hùn níyàn ọmọ ìbùnú wọn dámọ̀ ìbàpá jánu ẹ̀sìn mi ariwo. láǹfààṣà òkun lólórí omi. láǹfààṣà òkun lólórí omi. Highlight fún dókítà mi Abímbọ́lá Ọláyà mi Victor mi ọlọ́lá awògbàjà bíi amílà mi káyé ló ṣe fúnra Chicago lọ́jọ́ sí ẹ̀ẹ́dì Okun tàbí ọlọ́lá Jim Rex lọ́sìn mi pẹ̀lú Adéolúwa kí sọ́yà òfin bọ́ bí bẹ́ńsìn jò lórí. Olóògbé lọ́jọ́ sí i. Ó jẹ́ fẹ́ sáká bàbá ìdí mi. méje fún ẹ̀ àyìnlá o àjìbẹ́tì láì mi tó lọ́rọ̀ o ọba ló fa àjì àrùnà jò lórí o àjì ìṣọ́lá àrùnà àkèébánì ṣe pọ̀ ká má mórí kì í ẹni. ọmọ à ń ṣe nílòdè kò tó ti lé o. ẹ̀kúnlé lọ́ta inú ilé la ṣe ní gbé. ilé o ọmọ ìjà dùọ́lá ọmọ ìjà sí elélemele. bàbá ń gà ní mo sí fìlà fèrè ọba orin. ọmọ tá a ń lùlù bàjẹ́ ìṣọ̀lá ọlọ́run ọba ò ní jẹ́ ọdún. notice director mi ọlọ́lá bó bá dùn bàbá wọn ní odò bàbá tiwa kùkù tẹ́ ò ṣe mí ẹni mi kùkù tẹ́ ṣe bára ẹ̀ lómi o fọ́dà ìṣọ̀lá àrùnà lórí gbogbo wọn. ọlọ́run lọ́sọ̀ọ́lá òwúrẹ́bẹ̀ fún dáúdà mi àkọ́mú epo àkàrà ní ìbàdàn mi ọlọ́lá àwọ̀ ọlálẹ́rẹ̀ ọmọ jẹ́jẹ́ aláàjì báyé tì mí ọlọ́lára o. àkọ́mú àbàtàtà kété bí ẹni ògbódò tán ìṣẹ́gájú. ó ta kété bí ẹni ògbódò tán ìṣẹ́gájú. ọlọ́run náà ló ṣọ́lá fújì fún bọ́ọ̀bá àgúnwá Ayinde. ṣé bá tí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ bá ló ń ṣọlá ẹ̀ o aláwù nínú Quran ó ṣọlá àràbí mẹ́ta bó ti tóbi tó nínú Quran ọlọ́run wá ìlú ló lè tù alif lam mim alahu alamu bímọ àdìbí sálíkà. ṣé báwọn náà ló ṣọlá fújì fún gbogbo ní fújì tó wà ní ilẹ̀ yìí ó fa ajibari sájò lórí o. Sikiru mi Ayinde kọ́mándà ọ̀la ń bí wọn nínú bàbá bí o.
Very fine indeed, I think. That's from an LP called Rascality, rather curiously, and it's from Alhaji Sikiru Ayinde, Barrister, and his Supreme Fuji Commanders, and an LP which obviously I did manage to get hold of, but they're they're quite expensive African imports. And you may recall when Sue Stewart was on the programme, it must have been 3 or 4 months ago now, she played a couple of tracks by the Lejadu sisters, and I said then that I'd try and get hold of some more records. It seems to be a programme where I'm talking basically about records I haven't got, but it's been a very frustrating week, really, particularly when I saw those two the research people that they have on Mailbag, because I could seriously do with somebody like that to help out on these programmes as well, because I spent most of the day whizzing around on my bike trying to sort out records, and one of the things I was trying to do is to find records by the Lejadu sisters, which, as I mentioned before, are both pressed in this country, the sleeves are made in this country, and obviously they're shipped out of this country, and it seems impossible to actually intercept one of these shipments and remove copies of the records, and so I haven't got anywhere with that either. And I was looking through the current issue of Sounds, because then if you say I want to go and get sort of like dance records and things, I have to then ride my bike over to a place near Holborn and get records from that, and reggae records, as you know, I can't get at all. And you look through these things and it's really frustrating, you know, because I'd like to be able to play you these records. I mean, even if they're terrible, something called Sex Werewolf for Your Love by Garth Annie Hillis on Bongo Brain Records, well, I haven't got that. And don't know where you get it from either, actually. These, of course, they could have been made up by the people by Gary and Tony and the Count from XL5 Disco in York, who compiled the dance floor chart in this week's Sounds. But then something else, Messy Growing Thing Babe by Beat Them Bongos Brothers on Days Craze 45. And then various other things which are more easily obtained, like It's Magic by the Fearless Four on Enjoy, but I haven't got that either. It's vexing. Then you look at the New York Indies, and I haven't got any of those, and I don't know. What is a fella to do? But you can't cycle, spend your whole life cycling around the place getting records. Anyway, enough of this. Well, not enough of it, actually. I should probably go on. These are Abwarts from Africa to Germany, and this is called Eis einem Gartenhaus. I don't know. That's Abwarts in a German import called Der Westen ist einsam, whatever that means. It sounds fairly gloomy. And something else, actually, which I've got a badge on, which says Dayton Carnival, which Lenny Henry gave me again earlier on this evening. And he also got hold of a catalogue of events at the Dayton Carnival. Now, what is the Dayton Carnival, I hear you cry? Well, it's organised by the Dayton High School Multicultural Working Party, which is... I suppose this is in Huddersfield. I wish I knew more about it, but as I say, I didn't have a chance to talk about it a great deal with anybody. But Huddersfield, we've settled for Huddersfield. And it looks like the kind of thing that I wish was staged near where I live, because I'd very much like to go. Their motto is, out of many, one people, Dayton 82. And it's this Saturday at the school. Hold on a second, make sure I'm getting all of this information right. And it features the Dayton High School Steel Band, the Honley Drum Majorettes, Wadada Sound System, Scottish Piper, and the Huddersfield Youth Brass Ensemble, and 9 floats. That's all in the parade. So you can see it is a multicultural event. And then on the stage, there's the Huddersfield Youth Brass Ensemble again, the Dayton High School Steel Band again. Who else is there? Let's see that I haven't mentioned. The Bradford West Indian Association Theatre Group, the Bradley Junior School Swing Band, and other things as well. I think that's wonderful, actually. I must say, I should very much like to go to that. If I lived anywhere near Huddersfield, I'd be there. All of that this Saturday, the Dayton Carnival. And thanks, Lenny, for drawing my attention to that. And get off the phone, will you? He said, would I phone him up and give him an address of a shop where he could buy soca records? And he's been on the phone ever since. People do that to me. A night for complaining, this is. Now, this was a very special request indeed. Somebody wrote to me, Jim, a beret-wearing smart aleck from Dalston, sent me a letter, quite an amusing letter, I must say, asking me to play something for Judith from the Miles Davis LP, Birth of the Cool. Well, we got it out of the BBC record library, and I picked a track appropriately. Well, I thought there was a track on there called Rouge, and it seemed sensible to play that, so here it is. Certainly ringing the changes tonight. That was Miles Davis and Rouge. Actually, I like it when I can do a programme like this. I suppose I could do one like this every night, but, they take a bit of sorting out, this kind, and I enjoy them, I must say. And I hope Judith and Jim were listening. This is for the Massed Traces of Stockton. In Embrace, that is, from the mini LP, EP, whichever it be, The Initial Caress, and that was called For Lovers, as you might imagine, on Glass Records. And I've had an enormous amount of mail from Gary Knight, who is one of the combo, and asking me to play tracks from it and various requests. And he's getting a bit imperious, actually, but he says, would I read out their address, because there's some kind of thing which goes in with the record, which isn't with the record or something anyway. He wants me to read out his address, write to him, and find out what it is that he wants. Gary Knight, as I say, and it's 30 Dorset Road, Radford, Coventry. Gary Knight, 30 Dorset Road, Radford, Coventry. And you can write to me first, actually, if you like, and then write to him. Another from Amazulu, and a ripple for them for doing this. Amazulu and a brave attempt at You'll Never Walk Alone. More from them, of course, later in the programme because they're our guests tonight. And a note from a Martin Longley to tell me that several young men ignite Hardwood Stump, whether that's one band or two bands or even more. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, them or it or they or he will be performing at the Star Club in Birmingham on July the 11th. That's Sunday. A legendary venue that is too. Went to see the Nightingales there. Pretty interesting, eh? But you're fascinated to know that. The way things are going, because I've been talking so much, you're going to have to reorganise the whole of the rest of the programme. I apologise for that. Just one of those nights when you feel sort of verbose. Is that the right word? Is there such a word as verbose? Ah, yes, they all nod. Bright bunch of lads. Now, where are we? What was I going to say? Oh, it's Amazulu and Cairo.
He calls me Rosie Posy when he wants it, and he calls me Rosie
Excellent words, along with everything else. This is a superb band, listeners, actually. One of those sessions where you go quite weak, because I was really pleased that I got this out first. I mean, I know that sounds a stupid thing to say, but it's absolutely true, I'm afraid. That's Amazulu and Cairo. Very, very taken with all of this.
I don't want my mammy, I don't need a friend. My heart is broken, it won't never mend. I ain't much caring, but just where I land. But I must have that man. I'm like an oven who's crying for heat. He treats me awful each time that we meet. It's just unlawful how that boy can cheat, but I must have that man. He's hot as Hades, the ladies not safe in his arms when she's kissed. I said kissed, but I'm afraid that I'm ruled off. Maybe I'm cooled off his lips. Of course I'd never be missed. I need that person more worse than just bad. I'm half alive and he's driving me mad. He's only human, and if he's to be had, I must have that man.
From 1936, that's Valeda, and a wonderful track, I think, actually, and a picture of her on the LP sleeve as well. And it's on World Records, and the LP is called Harlem Comes to London. I bet there are people listening to this programme thinking to themselves, Peel is exhibiting all of the classic symptoms of a nervous breakdown tonight. Don't you worry, I'll be back, I'm strong. From Scritti Politti, this is a version of a tune which I think is their impending single, or the next one anyway, I'm not quite sure. I may have got this wrong, but I think I'm right.
I'm in love with the bossa nova, he's the one with the cash and over. I'm in love with his heart of steel, I'm in love. I'm in love with the bossa nova, he's the one with the cash and over. I'm in love with his heart of steel, I'm in love. How come no one ever told me who I'm working for? Down among the rich men, baby, and the poor. Here comes love forever, and it's here comes love for no one. Oh, here comes love for Marilyn, and it's on the baby, what you gonna do? In the reason, in the rain, still support the revolution.
I want it, I want it, I want that too, but baby, it's up to you to find out something that you need to do, because
my baby's heart, I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love with a Jacques to read, a read a
And that's Scritti Politti. Actually, I might have that nervous breakdown after all. And I'm not joking about nervous breakdowns because I've had several friends who've had them and they're not at all amusing, really. But if somebody comes on when you tune into tomorrow night's programme, as I hope you will, to hear Kevin Coyne and Pink Industry, and says, well, unfortunately, when he woke up this morning, John Peel thought that he was a map of the inland waterways of Hungary and he can't do the programme, well, then you'll know that it's all got too much for me. Here's a postcard from the Cryptic Corps. And it says, Dear John, I'm the Cryptic Corps. We are playing at the Brewers Arms in Poole on Thursday the 8th of July at 8 p.m. After providing the relevant details above, can you please read them out, preferably before Thursday? And could you tell Kid Jensen to send us our tape? He's like that, isn't he? Not to be trusted at all. So that's the Cryptic Corps in the Brewers Arms in Poole tomorrow night, of all things.
They got my name on file, they got my voice on tape, they got my fingerprints, there is no escape. My friends tell me I overreact, but paranoia's having all the facts. I don't have them all, I just got a few, but I'm still doing this paranoia rap to you. I said the US of A is one big trap, it's got me living this paranoia rap, paranoia rap. I don't know if you're my friend anymore, 'cause you sound like a cop when you knock at my door. I wear my shades and my hat real low, and I always walk in the shadows. Said you always got to watch your back. They may seem harmless, but they're on your track. Like my best friend, the hippie of yesterday, who's now an employee of the CIA. Like the crazy bum you may have seen, drunk in the street shouting something obscene. But I've seen his face on my TV screen. He's an undercover agent and an ex-Marine. Like the Moonies, the Nazis, the coppers and the Klan, trying to impose their master plan. They want my mind, they want my soul, they want to see my ass in a 6-foot hole. Said there's always someone on my tail, they're always opening my mail. I'm not afraid to land in jail if I can keep my freedom. Paranoia rap, paranoia, paranoia. 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 Paranoia rap.
Paranoia? Who's paranoid? That's the old ones are best. Those are the appliances who come from somewhere in the Americas, and that's their paranoia rap, which I think, in fact, I know I've played you before. San Francisco is where they seem to originate from, and they've got lots of silly names and so on, which I won't bother you with, I think, at the moment. From something German now, from Tontrager Records, Tonträger, I think it is actually, from Hagen, and these people are called just These Men, or Diese Herren. Does that mean These Men? I hope it does. This is Hunger.
Hunger auf Geld, Hunger auf Glück, Hunger auf Ratten, hingegessen, bald vergessen, ausgelaufen, Nervenmassage. Schnelle Gesichter, unnütze Fragen, Schwachstelle Leben, Hunger, Hunger. Weiterlaufen, nicht zu bremsen, weiterarmen, keine Chancen.
That's Diese Herren on Tontrager. I don't know. Perhaps that's oh no, never mind. Just press ever onwards. That's called Hunger, from a 12-inch German import, of course. And Hunger, yes. What was I going to? I was going to say something interesting about hunger as well, but it's gone. It's gone. At least in tonight's programme, if I've done nothing else, I've introduced you to the wonders of Amazulu, and to end tonight's programme, the last one from them, and it's also called Amazulu.
Gonna be some swinging and a rockin' tonight. 'Cause Amazulu is taking
wicked reggae. Say they play a kinky reggae. Well, it's like the sunrise when you see them. The music that they play are gonna kill ya. See the bass kill the bass line. See a mugger honey all the time. See the drummer dip and dime. Hear the saxy wail and whine. Well, it's like the sunrise when you see them. The music that they play gonna kill ya. See the bass kill the bass line. See a mugger honey all the time. See Sharon on the shaker. See sexy wail and whine. Why the sax so nice when you see them? The music that they play is gonna kill ya. See the bass kill the bass line. See a mugger honey all the time. See the drummer dip and dive. Hear the sexy wail and whine. Why the sax so nice when you see them? The music that they play. And we have been ecological, not biological but natural, humanitarian, everyone's equal. But our love is geographical. Yes, our love is geographical. Yes, our love is geographical. Yes, our love is geographical.
And that's Amazulu ending tonight's programme with the title, with the track which is actually called Amazulu as well. And I apologise for the rather incoherent announcement into it. It's just that I was having a little telephonic discussion with the producer of the programme, and the piece previous to it ended rather suddenly, taking me by surprise, and him as well, I don't doubt. The end of tonight's programme, anyway, in which you heard, in addition to a marvellous debut session from Amazulu, a repeat of our session from Scritti Politti, which is rightly highly regarded. On tomorrow night's programme, Thor's Dags, it'll be Kevin Coyne and Pink Industry and whatever's left of me. Radio 1 transmitters are now closing down until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, when we'll be joining Radio 2 until 7 o'clock, and then Steve Wright will be along with The Breakfast Show. Thanks very much for listening. Good night.